Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me. It's your boy, Xanda. I'm back with a big ol' asterisk, asterisks. Quick update on me, my health, etc. Um, if this video got recommended to you and you don't know what the hell you're watching, I recently got diagnosed with COVID. I guess it's a diagnosis. I was COVID positive. I still am, technically. I'm pretty sure it's still in my system. I think it stays in your system and you show a positive in test for like a month afterwards. And yeah, so I took a pretty big hiatus from making videos. It was only like a couple weeks, but from someone to go from uploading daily to uploading only a couple weeks, that's a pretty big thing. So yeah, I still don't feel like 100%. I am still not like back and ready to go and good enough to make videos every day again. It's just the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and BS or sugarcoat it. I'm just not there yet. So bear with me. Channel updates or just videos in general are still going to be really slow until I feel good enough to be able to do this as much as I was before. So yeah, I know that's very disappointing to some of you, and I am sorry, but I can't really help it. The way that things have been going, it's just like, it's hard. But I do feel better. I want to say that. I haven't gotten worse. I do feel better. That's why I'm making this video, because I do feel better. I'm not 100%, but I feel better. No more headaches. I can smell again. Well, I did get a headache last night, but that's neither here nor there. My throat's not sore anymore. I'm not getting vertigo like I used to, which is a fucking godsend, because that was the worst. And that was the main reason why I wasn't even able to make videos, is because I couldn't, I could barely stand up. Fatigue has gotten me right now. That's the biggest thing I'm dealing with right now, is fatigue and just not being able to sleep. But yeah, I feel better. So thank you, everyone who has been, sending me messages and commenting and wishing me, well. I do really appreciate it. I feel the love. Thank you so much for all of that. But yeah, that's it for personal updates. Let's go to why you probably clicked this video, why this video might have gotten recommended to you. Weirdly enough, Humulus got recommended. This is his story, okay? Humulus got recommended this ad on Facebook, I believe, advertising what we've already all been talking about this. We've been waiting for it, and it does match up, because it does match up with the leak that we found out, last year, is that we are indeed getting an English release of the Digital Monster X, which is super hype. Now, I knew it was going to come, because it was just too close to the previous leak with the Digimon 20ths, the English ones that is, for this to be, false. And this is also matching up with the time they said it was going to come out, which is around February to March, and that's what's going to happen. So we don't really have much to go off of. We only have an image, and we have a date at least. So there's going to be some kind of Mon memo, or the kind of videos that Bandai usually does for the Japanese stuff. They're going to be doing that, but for, I guess, the Digimon X. This may or may not kind of relate to the Vital Brace, because I think this is the same date that they're doing the full Vital Brace kind of show off video, but I'm not entirely too sure. But this is definitely this is the thing that I like about the Digimon community. There's not a lot of fake leaks that happen. I don't think we've ever had that issue before. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I really don't feel like there's been this kind of moment where we've dealt with fake leaks, kind of like what Pokemon deals with, or Nintendo deals with in general. Well, they'll have people clout chasing, trying to share fake leaks to get clicks or whatever, or just to get notoriety. We don't really get that. So whenever something gets leaked and it's Digimon, 9 times out of 10, really, from what I've seen at least, every time it's been accurate, it's been real. So the whole leak with the Digimon X is now real. So the one thing about that initial leak that we haven't really seen come to fruition yet, and we'll see in this video when it does come out, that leak said that there was gonna be 4 colors. This is only 2 colors, which is the original black and white, or sorry, black and red, and white and blue, which, you know, is fine. But I do hope we get some alternate colors. I feel like, why wouldn't they? Because, like, only releasing 2 devices is just not really Bandai America style right now. I mean, the first wave was, like, 2 colors, I think, each, for each device. We got the original red, the gray, then we got yellow and navy. So I see them doing, like, 4 colors, at least, for the Digimon X. And the actual product packaging, I love. This is another reference to the original packaging of the original Digital Monster, but instead of being based off of the opened flap, it's based off the closed flap. So if you don't know, the original Digimon packaging opened kind of like a book. Now, they didn't do that for the 20th, and they just made it look like it did when that kind of front flap was open. And this actually looks like the closed flap. And I'll have a picture for reference. Hopefully it's showing right now. But there used to be like 3 images, and when you opened it, it looked like, again, the original or the 20th packaging. And this is just having those kind of 3 images look. It's got the X on it, which looks really nice. The classic Digimon logo with the painted X looks really clean. They just really match well. It matches better than the Japanese Digimon logo with the X, in my opinion. It looks phenomenal. I really like the way it looks. Really sleek packaging. It shows off a couple Digimon that are going to be on the device in a really cool way. You know, it's a nice mixture of, like I said, like kind of the classic American style packaging with the Japanese X antibody forms. This is just like lovely. I absolutely adore this. I'm definitely going to be getting a couple of these. If we get a second color for the red, I'll be getting that for sure, since I already own the original Japanese one. But I'm definitely getting the white one because I missed out on getting that one, and they're getting pretty expensive. So I'm really happy, again, that this is what we're getting. It's a way for those of you that missed out on it to get it without spending ridiculous amounts of money, because that's really the biggest thing right now when it comes to devices. So I am happy that we're finally getting the X's. I can see Bandai making the X2 and X3, especially if this does well, which I feel like it should, because the 20th have been doing really well, which is why I expected them to do the X's next, because, you know, that brick look is iconic for America. You know, even if you're not a huge fan of Digimon, that brick design, it'll attract people just based on looks alone. And for them to kind of keep that going too, because it's like, oh, you know, I have this one, but this is like a new one. So, you know, I hope this, I don't think this is going to be too confusing for people, because like it's got the X on it. They have different, you know, the shells do look different. It's got the X on it, and the packaging also looks different. I think this will kind of signify to people that this is different. I don't know exactly like what they're saying as far as like marketing goes for this. I don't know if they're gonna be like, oh, experience Digimon you've never seen before or upgraded. I don't really know. I want to see it though, because I'm wondering if they're gonna again mix kind of old and new. Are they gonna keep calling it the megalithic mainframe, or are they gonna call it the digital world? Who knows? This again should be true, and the date that is listed here is the 12th of this month, which is in a couple days, especially as of uploading this. It's gonna happen in a few days. So yeah, again, really like it. It's a nice looking packaging. You know, I will be comparing this to the OG Japanese packaging, even though they're not really the same. But it is similar in style if you think about it, because the Japanese Digimon X just copies and references the original Japanese Digimon packaging, and that's exactly what this is doing. So it's really cool. Now, after doing the X2 and X3, they're at a crossroads at that point. I think they're gonna just jump into the Vital Brace, personally. In a recent, well, somewhat recent interview that they did with someone on YouTube, I'll try to link to that video if I can find the user, but it was a really interesting interview. And in the interview, the brand leader for Digimon, as far as Bandai America, stated that they do know about the Vital Brace and they are aware of it. Then they want to, you know, they're doing research to see, like, you know, should they release it now or should they wait? And they mentioned something that is true. You can't go back from that. You know, if they release the Vital Brace, who the hell is going to buy this? Because this is right now, everyone's buying it, at least in the States. You have people who are younger, you have people who are older, of course, you have people who are fans of Digimon, people who were fans of Digimon. You know, they have a nice mixture of people buying these LCD, devices. If they were to make the jump to the Vital Brace, where it's a color screen, it's got way more Digimon, if you have a lot of DIM, that is, and it connects with an app, it's more futuristic, it's more modern. Like, why would, if they released the Vital Brace and then release, let's say, like the Pen 20th, it's like, why? Because the Pen 20 is probably not going to sell that well, because people are just going to want to buy the Vital Brace. So I think after doing the series, the X series, they might just make the jump into the Vital Brace, because the pendulums never came out in America. They could totally market it as like a never before seen or just brand new device, but still, they never came out in America, so they don't have the connection with the American market like the brick design does, because we did get the first, I think, 3 or 4 versions of the original Digital Monster, but we never got the pendulums. We never got any of that. We just started getting the Digivices, and that was it. We never got the V-Pets after that. So I don't know, they don't know either. They're still trying to figure it out. As far as even releasing the Vital Brace, if that does happen, it's going to take a while anyway, because you have to localize it, you have to, code the app to work in English and stuff like that, which, overall is not hard to do, but it will take time. It will probably take about 1.5 years after the Japanese release, if I had to guess, if the Japanese app, that is, doesn't have English capabilities. So with all that being said, in that time frame, they can release the X series, still make some money off of the older LCD toys that came out in Japan that we didn't get in America, and then release the Vital Brace. It just makes sense. The time, it would just make sense, and it matches up. But like I said, that's just me guessing. We don't know. I do hope that we get the Pendulum 20ths and the Pendulum Zs in America in English, but I really don't know, and I kind of don't see it happening. They might just make the jump to the Vital Brace. That is, if it's successful. If it's successful in Japan, they're definitely going to try to strike while the iron's hot. I don't think they're going to wait longer to release it when the demand's going to grow if it does get bigger in Japan. So, yeah, that's really all to say about that. And I do hope that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Digimon X, it is coming out. I was not BSing you guys. It was no cap. It is coming out, and I'm happy. I'm really happy, because these devices are probably my favorite modern devices. I think so, honestly. Like, the Pendulum Z is fun, but it's not Digimon X fun. In other news, I don't know. I was going to talk about this. I was going to record this video earlier in the weekend. I just couldn't. I was just too tired. So this isn't breaking news. So, this might be disappointing news for some as well. But Premium Bandai's US site, at least, for a period of time, had the Vital Braces up for pre-order on the Premium Bandai US site. Now, keep in mind that this doesn't mean that they're going to be in English. Premium Bandai US does have Japanese devices on there from time to time, and when you get them, they're still in Japanese. It's just that it's easier to get them from the US site instead of using a middleman for the Japanese site. So they had the special version, the black version, and the white version. And I think, like, within a day, the special version and the white or the black version sold out. And I don't know if they're gonna restock that. So I'm sorry. Just know that the Japanese release is going to be a retail release, at least for the white and the black one. So if you missed out, it's not too big of a deal. Just know that it was there, at least. Again, I'm sorry. Kind of late to the train on that one if you don't have it. The thing is, though, that the English releases from Premium Bandai US usually come out about a month later than the Japanese releases, so you would have had to wait longer, but it still would have, secured a pre-order. I know. I'm sorry. They didn't mention anything about the Black Roar DIM either on this Premium Bandai, US site. So I don't know if you can get the Black Roar DIM if you pre-order from this. And again, I don't think that this device will be in English if you get it from the US site, but that was a thing. Cool thing that they did, though, that I did get on the US site, I never bought any of the DIM, and I was kind of kicking myself in the ass for it, because I was like, they are supposed to be retail release, but I could see them kind of like being hard to get for a while. Thankfully, on the Premium Bandai US site, they actually had all 4 of the available kind of DIM available in one set. You know what I mean? Like, it was like all 4. It was the Agumon and Gabumon EX DIM, and also the Volume 1 DIM, which is Volcanic Flare and Arctic Breeze, something like that. I don't remember the names. The Blue Comon and Volcanic Dramon dim in one set, which was nice. It was like $40, which is not too bad. I believe a dim set was supposed to be somewhere around $10 a dim, I think, or something like that. Again, not too bad. And I bought those because I wanted to secure a pre-order on those just in case they're hard to get later and down the line when the Vital Brace actually fully releases and all that good stuff. So when I do get my Vital Brace, which will be soon, I think the 16th, sometime in the next couple weeks, when I do get my Vital Brace, I'll be showing off the dim that we already get with at least the premium Bandai special edition version, which is going to be the Pulsemon dim, the Vmon dim, which is exclusive to the yellow/green color, and the Black Roar dim, which I should be getting since I got it from premium Bandai in that early pre-order phase. So that's already 3 dim I'm going to show off. So moving on, last thing, there's a lot of news, and this is all from like a couple days, like just last week, which is kind of nuts. There was a kind of innocuous and what looked like, you know, simple. It got recommended to me. I'll post the video. I'll have the video here. It was reposted by a user on YouTube. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I think it was like Russell and then a couple numbers. Either way, it was a 16-second commercial for the Vital Brace. Now, again, that sounds innocuous and like it wasn't going to show off anything. And I almost didn't click it, but I was like, you know what? It's 16 seconds. Let me just see what they're showing off. And it was really cool. The thumbnail, at least, was Greymon and Bulkmon, I believe is Pulsemon's champion. Or, yeah, champion. I didn't notice until now, but Bulkmon definitely takes some notable design kind of aspects from Greymon. He's got like an armored head and a knife on his head, and he's kind of buff. I didn't notice that until watching them fight each other. But in this 16-second commercial, I keep saying that it's 16 seconds because it's just kind of nuts the amount of shit that they just like drop in 16 seconds. They show off at the end of the commercial 2 dim that have not officially been announced yet as far as I'm aware of. Now, I have been a little off the radar, as you guys probably know. So unless this was announced prior to this, I didn't see it personally. But they announced those 2 dim that were leaked about a month or 2 ago, which was, I can't remember the names. I think like something of time, like Sands of Time or something like that. Essentially, it's a Nature Spirits and a Deep Sabers dim. And on the cover of both those dim are the 2 more recent Digimon that were introduced on the Pendulum Z, Nature Spirits and Deep Sabers, which is Gogomon, I think his name is. The giant baboon, or Baboongamon, one of those, and then Marine Chimeramon, which is pretty dope. So out of nowhere, they just went, hey, by the way, here's those 2 dim that were leaked. They just announced it with absolutely zero fanfare. They just kind of showed it in kind of succession with all the other dim that are going to be available, which again are the Agumon Gabumon dim, which is I think is called the Set EX, and then the Set 1, which is again Volcanic Dramon and Blucomon. So that's going to be the third, or really second, because the first set is the EX. So the second set / the third set is going to be essentially Nature Spirits and Deep Sabers, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they also showed off a couple Digimon sprites that we had not seen before at all. Just completely new sprites that we haven't seen in any like V-Jump video and any V-Jump like leak or anything like that. They just literally showed these Digimon real quick in a 16-second long commercial. Like, they could have made this a big thing and they just didn't. Maybe this commercial was supposed to air after they do the kind of Mon memo of the Vital Brace. I don't know. It's just nuts to me that they would announce something, so show off so much stuff, and it is a 16-second commercial. Just go, oh, Vital Brace, here, buy it. Okay, buy. They showed off sprites for Blitzgreymon and Crestgurumon, which is awesome, which makes me think that possibly the EX dim, the Gabumon and Agumon dim, are going to have 2 megas, because I think there's only like 1 or 2 megas per dim. And so it seems like the second mega for both of those are going to be Blitzgreymon and Crestgurumon, and they're most likely going to be able to progress into Omegamon Ultra S. Would make sense to me, at least. And it also makes sense because I think they're really, they call them the Adventure Dim, but they're kind of theming it after Adventure 2020. And that would make sense because in Adventure 2020, we've already seen Blitz Greymon. I'm behind on the show again. I don't think we've seen Crescarurumon yet though, but we're definitely going to be seeing Alter S very soon. So it makes sense for them to be on those respective dims. Now that that's kind of out there though, I think that's going to raise the demand for those two. And I think they're supposed to be like special edition dims. So I don't know if they're going to be like a full retail release or if it's going to be like a small release. So if you like Alter S, if you like Blitz Greymon and Crescarurumon, even if you're not a fan of like, you know, Adventure, OG Adventure Agumon and Gabumon, I would probably get that dim set if you haven't already, or when it comes out fully, just in case they're hard to find. So yeah, there are some other Digimon they showed off that, again, we haven't seen sprites for yet, but I'll leave that to you guys. You guys go watch that video and point them out for yourself. It's really interesting to just casually show off Digimon, again, we've never seen yet. I'm assuming some of these Digimon are the ones we haven't seen yet in the full roster of the Agumon and Gabumon dim, because we only saw like a small section of the Digimon that are going to be on those dims, or they could be from the other two dims. We have no idea what those dims are going to have in there either, because I think they didn't show off any of those yet. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they did confirm each dim will have somewhere around 12 Digimon, which is the standard for like your basic kind of a classic, like the original version 1 through 5, and also the pendulums. Like they had around that number of Digimon. Completely fair, especially the price you're paying. I think they're around like $10 per dim, something like that. $10 for what is essentially a new device. You kind of can't complain, especially considering that the base device comes with 2 already. So yeah, well, it does come with 1, my bad. If you get the special one, it comes with 2, but you know what I mean. But that's really it. Check out that commercial. Check out, you know, I'll try to link the With the Will quick little blurb they did about the DMX you know, announcement / potential leak, or accidental leak. I don't know. And if you like the shirt I'm wearing, check out, it should be right below this video, my merch shelf. We got t-shirts, we got sweaters, we got decals. I'm trying to make another design too that just says Xanadu instead of Digidaily, just to make it look a little more, just kind of give it its own little flair, just because you don't want to wear something that says Digidaily on it, when something that says just Xanadu, like the channel. I'm also working on that design right now. It's going to look similar to this. Times are really tough. Just watching the video this far and watching another video after you're done with this really helps as well. Giving this video a like and also commenting all really helps the channel. It helps it grow, and it helps it continue to grow. We've actually had a lot of growth since those last couple videos I made about the Vital Brace. Hopefully this can continue that momentum. But yeah, if you're new, thank you for subscribing. If you're been here for a while, thank you for sticking around. Huge shout out to my patrons and my member for continuing to support the channel. Again, times are tough, and I really do appreciate that. And also, I haven't even uploaded a video in a while, and you guys are still, you know, pledged and subscribed and stuff, and I do appreciate that a lot. Again, as far as, you know, upload consistency, I really cannot tell you, because I just don't feel 100% yet. I'm gonna try to see what I can do. Definitely, if I don't upload by the time the Vital Brace comes out, we're gonna be doing, that'll be my comeback, is running the Vital Brace. By that point, which is in another week or so, I should feel better. But, you know, this is a slow kind of gradual thing. You know, the Rona is not fun. So, you know, take care of yourselves, wear your masks, social distance, and just be careful. Because this has not been a fun experience at all. I have hated it from the start to now. I will hate it forever. This will go down in memory as just the worst. I've been beyond upset, not just because of the fact that I'm sick, but also just because of the fact that I can't see Jess. I'm sick also, and I can't make videos, and I love making videos, and it would have been great to, you know, have this time to really dedicate to the channel, and I can't do that, and that really does annoy me. So I do appreciate everyone who has, you know, who is still subscribed. Not that I think I'm going to lose subscribers or anything, but, you know, everyone who's here who supports the channel, I do appreciate it in every way that you do. So yeah, that's really it. I again appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Drink your water. I will see you when I see you. Xanda out. Peace.